What's up guys, it's Catherine, and today I wanted to show you a video of some work that I did for my final project in my printmaking class. And I know I didn't put up a video on Saturday. That's because one, with finals and everything, and two, because I was out of town on Saturday. I went to DC. I got invited to go to the White House to do this like Insta meet. So I have a whole bunch of footage, sort of vlog type stuff footage, and then a bunch of pictures from my tour of the White House and hanging out and learning a lot about all the stuff there. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I'll put up a video probably next Wednesday of that, because I'm going to have a real art video on Saturday to make up for the fact that I missed a day for you guys. And I know, I'm sorry, but it was so fun. Linocut. The process of lino cutting is like making a rubber stamp. You cut out, and then like what's left on top is like what goes into the ink when you stamp, like that. However, what I did was a different process. It was reductive. So basically, on the same page, I cut different amounts at like different times. Basically, it's like you start with like just a clean slate, and then you cut out like a couple things, and then print that. And so all the places that you haven't cut, print the page, and then the parts that you cut out stay white. And so then you cut more, and then you have less stuff that's going to have ink, so then you print that on top, or whatever. So I'll show you that when we get there. So this is also sort of a vlog style video where it's multiple days of work and different stages and stuff in the process. The first step was basically transferring an image to the linoleum. This is the transfer for my Linocut. And that's just the type of printmaking where you use linoleum and you cut into it like you're making a rubber stamp. It's confusing, and it's really hard to like explain it because I haven't done it yet, so I don't know like the full extent of it. But if you recognize this image, it's the same one from my oil painting that I did a geometric chair. So I finished this last night and I transferred it today. I always think that it looks really cool where you can see the lines and stuff, where like the yellow has transferred. Ooh, that's cool. So here it is. And all the places that I marked with X's are stuff that's never getting cut, and all the stuff that has a little 1 on it is what's getting cut first. So I'm gonna learn how to lino cut right now so I can go ahead and get that cut out. But how cool is that? I think it looks great. Basically transferred the entire image that I wanted to print onto the linoleum, but I only cut the things that had the lightest value first. I am stopping for a second to take a break, and then I'm going to film a video, but how cool that I'm stopping exactly halfway on these windows. I've done 26 and I still have 26 left to do. Progress though. For part of this finals week, I was doing a variety of other things. Like I had to write a paper, I had to go to this research conference, which was really cool, and present my work there. So I was super busy, and I did do a couple of like all-nighters in this process. Ow. Alright, it's okay, now I have hair in my eye. It's 11:13 and I have to be at school at 8:20, 8:30, somewhere around there, meaning that I have to leave at 7. It's just with traffic, oh, I won't make it. So what I'm planning on doing, it's like 11 right now, I'm gonna finish this. I have 1/8 left. I'm pulling all-nighter. What's up? So I've been so productive the last 2 days, so productive. I was at school yesterday for about 6 hours printing my first step on all my lino cuts. It looks like they have 2 colors now, because they do, because I spent about 3 hours today printing my lino cuts. Alright, so this is what happened. Finished cutting my first step, I think it was on Tuesday, and then Wednesday happened and I did that whole all-nighter thing. So Friday I went in. So after some time, like I said, 6 hours, I was there printing, and I did 28 prints on 25 sheets of paper, because I did a couple of them multiple times just because it didn't work out quite right, or I wanted to make it a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, or whatever. I got back here, and then I was up until 6 o'clock in the morning And then I worked on my Linocut last night too. I did my second cut. Woke up at like 1, went to class or school. And I was there for only 3 hours and I printed today. So I printed my second color on them today. So I have 3 different editions, but then I have a couple of variations, just extra little one-offs. So right now I am at studio and I'm just working on my 3rd step. This one actually has quite a bit more, which I'm pretty stoked about because I have more open areas. All the black is what I still need to cut. I'm going to get this done tonight and then go in tomorrow to do my 3rd step. And then the last thing that I have to cut is just this orange, yellow with the orange lines in it, and that's the very darkest shade. So just to recap, I was at school today for about 2-ish hours, maybe 3. This is what my progress was today. So this is an addition of 4, this is an addition of 8, this is an addition of 4. These are all like one-offs. And I wanted to do as many prints as possible, knowing that I was going to, spending a lot of time cutting different steps for the different values. So the values more so you can see a little bit easier in the grayscale one. That one's just like straight value. Alright, I'm ready to start cutting out all the black for my final layer. It's going to be a lot gone, and essentially this linoleum is going to be virtually unusable. I mean, I can't really use it for anything else after this. So this just happened. My tip broke. Now I want to show you just actually the process of the actual inking and printing. My friend Shannon let me film her. The first thing you want to do when you're ready to print is you have your big sheet of paper. They come like 22 by 30 sheets of paper. And so then you rip those down so you have a nice deckled edge all the way around. You don't have like some deckle and like some just like exactoed. Then we put the paper in the water, and the reason we do that is just to soften the paper so when it goes through the press it embosses a little bit, and the parts that are cut away, like when the rubber stamp you cut away a little bit, the paper goes down into those grooves a little bit, and you have like a nice like on the back you can see the image basically.
The process of printmaking. Is this going on your Instagram?
No.
Oh, now I'm sad.
YouTube.
Oh,
even better.
Now I'm happy.
As you saw earlier in this video, I was using Sharpie to like mark the edges, the parts that I wanted to cut out, so it would be easier for me to like see what still was high on top that needed to be cut off, because otherwise it would catch ink when I didn't want it to. So she used Sharpie on hers, so she had to use a little bit of the denatured alcohol to get some of that Sharpie away.
Ew. I'm almost feeling like
I should have just brought my... Nice. Next step was just choosing her colors, and she wanted to use a yellow, red, purple, black kind of gradation, variegation, whatever you want to call it. It's called the rainbow roll. If you've ever done any oil painting, you are familiar with the idea of adding a medium to paint, and so basically it's ink though. So you add the medium to the ink, and then it like softens it a little bit so it's easier to like roll on. And she lined up her colors and then rolled them out. Beat it. Awesome. And then bring it back.
Woo.
Yeah. Just pay attention to where your line is.
You know what? I wish I could have brought one book.
Kind of wanted the yellow a little bit browner, but and that magenta doesn't even look magenta. It looks red.
Yeah. That's what you wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think that purple might have been too dark, so maybe adding a little bit of white to it. We can still do that. You want to?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. So
pretty, man. Just gonna have to mix that orange a little bit more. You want to proof it or you want to just do normal? I want to do normal. Yeah.
We had to put the press to the right width, because if you have it too tight, it will actually, one, could break the press, or two, it could like just totally damage and destroy your plate.
Oh my god.
You have to prepare the plate to go through the press, so you don't want to get any ink on the actual press bed or on the blanket. So you use newsprint, plate, the paper you want to print on, and then newsprint on top, and then you have the blanket, and then that goes through. And the blanket actually pushing down into the holes, gaps, or whatever, is what makes that embossing.
Just put it straight down? Or, okay, on top of this.
Don't move it. It's there, it's already there. Now just press it down a little bit. Just like with one finger. Okay, sure.
Or all fingers. You were gonna hold it. I would have pushed it, but you were standing there, so I'm like, when is he gonna push it?
This is funny.
Aww. Lastly, I just wanted to show you all the prints that I made for the Linocut. I have so many of them, so I'm happy about that. Let me know which one is your favorite. I definitely have my own favorites. And one of my favorites actually is in the display case at school. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram today, so if you want to see that, go ahead over there. Here is my second plate, and I wanted it to be just a single, like basically just one rubber stamp, done, that's it, no extra printing or anything. I didn't like how it looked once I put it through, so I cut into it a little bit more and added a layer on top. So that was just 2 layers, and I love it. I think it looks fantastic. I hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know, like I said, which one your favorite was. Click subscribe to become a Catherine Siskin, and I will see you guys on Saturday. I make a video every Wednesday and every Saturday, so I'll see you guys then. Thanks. Bye.